Welcome back, everybody. This is Delilah. She's 8 by 5.5 and is fabric over cardstock with card inside. So slightly stiffer cover this time. I sort of alternate right bits. She's tied with sari silk through eyelets, and I have stitched a spine sort of reinforcement as well on it. I've used one of those cigarette cards as a front piece, and this is the inside, so you can see the card stock inside and some more fabric as well. Okay, so this is pockets glued on. This is some sewing paper ruffle, and in this pocket this is some Italian rag paper, a little scrap from a station's train sort of ledger, I guess, and a book page or a book illustration tag in there. And then on this side I've got a little flip out. I've also put the poem in, the Golden Rowan poem in this book, from the Edith Holden, I think it's August. It's a lovely poem, I think, and quite often when I start a new Edith Holden book I put the poem in, the stanzas from the poem throughout the book, so you'll see that. This is just a clipped in journal card, and this is a photograph from the 1940s. On this side, just a little tiny tuck. It's a scrap there of vintage document, and this is a receipt from 1933, a chimney sweeper. This is a chapter 1 paper with the ruffle on it. In this pocket I've just got a largish journal card. And I didn't want to, you can actually read this, although it's cut off slightly at the end here. You can still read it, so I didn't want to cover that up, so I've just put a little flower fairy on there. So the book page, this is a scrappy tag over, is there a date on this one? Look at the writing on this one. It's old ledger anyway. It's a little scrappy journal card. This is a bit more of the poem. In here there's a book page. There's a story in this one, so it's called My Son's Wife. I did read it actually, it's quite sweet. And a postcard that I've dressed up a little bit. Put some collages in the corners here. This is a original French document. More writing space. This is from the 1960 mortgage bits and bobs that I'd got. This is a tag that I've made into a pocket just for a change. No date on that one. And a bit of that road atlas really, telling us that we've got a very lumpy road for the first 4 miles and then a fairly good surface to Warrington, after which it is splendid with easy gradients for 25 miles to Lawton Gate, whence it is poorer to Newcastle. A bit more poem. 1956 envelope. I've just put a little bit of snippet roll up there. Little journal card. And 1933. I think I must have had a bunch of 1933 documents. This is an envelope, and I think I've just got blank paper in there, note paper. Obviously again that's made from the Edith Holden page. There's quite a bit of Edith Holden in this one. It's a bit more of the story. And a Kate Greenaway contemporary postcard, And this pocket is some chapter 1 paper which I've just die cut. Yeah, taken a die cut out of it, the negative, and it's backed with some vellum. Just to keep that strong. This is French book page. This is our centre. This is a fussy cut from one of those chapter 1 papers. I think this is a bit more of that station paper. It's obviously, as you can see, very fragile, so to use that ripped. This is a journal card or tag I've put together, and I've used document from an old book, sorry, not a document, a picture from an old book, and I've added the stamping and the stamp. This is a book page made from some really old rag paper. I think that might be English, that one. Here's Golden Rowan sleeping on the hill with the lonely sun. A bit more of that snippet roll trim. Photograph from the 1950s. Put in a couple of book pages there. And a little one of those cigarette card tags. I've used another tag here to make a pocket and a book page. Seeds that will bring you flowers this year. And this is from a French exercise book. More mortgage document, 1960. This one has got a French magazine page. Used a bit of an old envelope here, 1925, and another dressed up postcard. This is from an old bird book. And a fairy. We like a fairy, don't we, Jackie, in our books? Just a simple little envelope made from a book page and an old card in there, photographic card or cabinet card, CDV card, whatever you like to call them. I thought that looked lovely together. And this is the last stanza of the poem with the author. And there's a penny magazine in the back, which is the British Museum. Something about a circle. Banana. This one is quite tatty, I'm afraid. But ideal for tearing up for collage if that's your thing. So there she is, that's Delilah, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you.